Hello, how's everybody doing tonight? Colleen here with another Couture project tonight. We're going to do another project on wow, I just completely blanked on what that's called. A shadow box frame, good lord. Starting off great already. Can't remember the name of what it is I'm working on. Shadow box, that's what it is. And we're gonna do, let me slide this a little bit back so we can see. Move some things, juggle some things so that I can bring the camera so we can see the whole project. Sorry for my squeaky chair. And here's the project that we're gonna do tonight. So this is our fantastic Love Grows Here. It's got these cute little these little planners down here. There's different sizes that you can choose from. So there's 3 different containers that you can use for your flowers or for your, let's see what else we have here. We have just this kind of flower. We have cute little cactus, and then we have some aloe. The aloe obviously is way too big, and then this pretty flower, that's really pretty. Maybe I'll switch. Nah, I like that one better. The aloe is a little bit too big for this project, so I had to go with something a little bit smaller. That's why I thought a really pretty flower might be nice to try on this project. But I just wanted to show you some of the different options, and then you've got this cute little thing where you can put this little doober on either side of love if you want it to. I'm just going to keep it simple tonight, and we're going to do Love Grows Here. And I'm hoping, and this is probably going to overlay a little bit right on top of the flower pot, and it should be okay. We're going to dry it in between layers, so we'll give it a go. All of my transfers are labeled with back already so that we know to return it to its right carrier sheet, and they have been fuzzed because I have used this transfer quite a bit. But because I'm using it on glass, I am going to just give it a little extra fuzzing just by putting it on my pants and picking up some of the lint from my pants so it doesn't stick quite as hard to the glass. So I'm going to try to bring this up as high as I can just because I need as much space as I can get in here because it is a little tight. This is only a 9x9 shadow box, and you can see it's pretty nice width to it so that when you take the back off you can put some really fun things in there. Again, this just kind of screams to me a nice bridal shower gift, or like a welcome home kind of gift for someone that just bought a new house. I thought this would be a super cute project for that as well. So the colors that I chose for tonight's project are lemon, Thai teal, one of my favorites, white, and bubblegum pink. I think I'm going to do the flower and the bubblegum pink. So I think I really like the way the lemon and the Thai teal go together. I think that looks really pretty together. So I think I'm actually going to do Love in the lemon, and then Grows Here in the Thai teal. Or should I flip-flop that? No, I think I'm going to keep it the way I had it. So we're going to do Love in the lemon yellow. I'm going to add just another hint, just a little splash of water in here, just so that I'm getting that consistency of yogurt in my chalk paste, so that way it goes on nice and smooth right across my surface. And we'll grab a little squeegee, and we're just putting enough to cover the silkscreen area here. Let me slide that back out of the way. So we only need to cover the silkscreen area with our chalk. Don't need to worry about the teal sections at all, even though I am covering it a little bit. Not to worry, I'm going to be able to just, I did put a lot on there. Put that right back into our jar, and then we're going to do one final scrape to get all of that nice excess off of our transfer. And put right back into our jar. And then let's reveal. Remember when you're removing your transfers that you want to pull with evenness kind of across so you're not stretching out your transfer. So, ooh, that looks pretty. I like it in yellow. That's really kind of bold on here. Can you guys see that? All right, I'm going to hit this with just a quick bit of heat just to dry this because I don't want my next transfer to accidentally touch on here. And this will dry pretty quickly. Almost dry. Just have to be careful too working on glass. You don't want to get it too hot. And let's give that a quick test here. Yep, we are dry. I just want to wait and let that glass come back to room temperature. Hello, Donna. Because I don't want to try to put another transfer on here and put chalk paste on a hot surface, because that's really going to make our chalk paste dry super quick. And I think it dries quickly enough already without any help from a hot surface. So let's give that just a second. We're going to cover up our yellow chalk paste. And then we can go on with our next part, which is Love Grows Here. And like I said, how are you, Donna? We are going to do Grows Here in the awesome Thai teal. I think that looks so pretty together. So I'm going to try to get up. Oh, broke my first rule. I didn't fuzz it. Let me throw it on my pants real quick and fuzz that guy up so it's not going to stick real hard to my glass. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to where I can see the yellow under the silkscreen and then kind of pulling down from there. Oh, I forgot about the H. The H does go up kind of high. So let's take that right to the tip here of the E. I'm trying to center that as best I can. It looks like my E is ending right about there, so that should be perfect. Even though it shouldn't pull this up because it's leaning on there, I'm not going to push down too hard in that area, and I only need to be concerned with the silkscreen area anyway. Just want to make sure I'm not feeling any bubbles in that area. So long as you're good. Oh, look how pretty that is. Look how nice that consistency of the Thai teal is. It's such a beautiful color. So, oh, and of course I got a little chalk boogie right on top because I stirred right over my project. Get rid of that. There we go. And then again, just going to grab some of our chalk paste. And the chalk paste colors that I'm using are actually older chalk paste that I still have in my stash. We have amazing new colors now that are pretty similar to what we had. They just changed a lot of the names, but the colors themselves are still pretty similar. And we do still have a teal, but it just has a, I think it's called Couture teal now. And they all come in amazing 3-ounce jars that are available for $12.99. And let me tell you, you get a ton of projects. Hello, Shannon! A ton of projects out of each of your chalk paste jars. So again, we're just gonna pull this straight across. Oh, those two colors look so pretty together. I think I'm back to having Thai teal be my favorite again. Oh my goodness, I love how that came out. Can you see it? Sorry, I got a lamp right next to me, so I'm going to be throwing some funky shadows on here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's get this covered real quick. This has, oh my gosh, amazing consistency. That just glided on so, is that a word? Glided? Yeah, glided on so nicely. Let's dry this off. Ooh, that drew super quick. Wow. Oh, I love those two colors together, and I think that the pink is really going to pop with the, I wonder, should I do the flower pot in pink and then the flower in white, or should I keep it with the flower being pink? I think I'm going to, decisions, I'm so bad at decisions. But the great part is if I'm not happy with how it looks and I want to switch it, all that I need to do is put a little bit of water on there and wash it off, and then I could change it if I'm not happy with how it looks. So let's fuzz this one up real quick too. Again, just putting it on my pants a couple times just to pull off some of that lint as we're using glass. So let's try to get this down here. I'm trying to kind of center it, just eyeballing it. Trying to get that sort of close to the bottom, and then making sure I'm not feeling any bubbles in there. It's okay if there's a bubble in the teal section, that's not a big deal. I just want to make sure there's not in any of the silk screen, because this is a pretty decent size silk screen area, so you really want to make sure you're not feeling any bubbles in there, because when you take the transfer off, you are going to see that. So that's why we're just really careful. And it also helps to make sure that your chalk paste has a really good consistency. So if you're feeling like your chalk paste is a little sluggish, kind of when you're putting your stirry stick or your multi-tool through it when you're stirring it, I would just go ahead and add just a little spritz. You can just add a little at a time. You can always add more if you need to. And actually another tip that I just heard about, which I have yet to try, but I think I'm going to, is to add just a tiny drop of dish detergent in there. I just heard about that tip, so I may try that the next time on one of my, especially on one of my older jars that needs a little bit of help and just getting it to that nice yogurt-like consistency. I might try that. I might try the dish detergent and see how that works. The water works fine, but maybe dish detergent will just work a little better. We'll see. I'll give it a whirl and I'll let you know. Maybe we'll do that on tomorrow's project. Hopefully I remember to do that. So again, just making sure we're getting all our lines. I'm just going over it a couple times, pulling off all that excess chalk paste so that I can then put that right back into my jar. And voila. Let me make sure I don't have any paste on my fingers. And then we can just pull this back. It's kind of a little hard to see the white on there, but you know what I may do? I may decide, because we have, where is it? I know there's something that we can put, it's been a while since I used this transfer. So we have this that we can put on top to kind of give it a little texture. Hello, Linda Davis Rose. So we could add a little texture to that, because I wasn't thinking it's a white background here inside my shadow box. I guess you can, I'm trying to look on my iPad to see, you can kind of see that there is a vase there. I may decide to go back and add this just to give it a little bit of texture. Let's see. But then there's this also, this other cute little thing that you can put on there that in a different color to kind of give it a little swoop at the bottom of the vase. So that's another option. I'm going to hold these two out and figure if I want to add that, because I wasn't thinking ahead. How are you, Linda Davis Rose? I wasn't thinking ahead on doing this in white. So, like I said, not a big deal. If I'm not happy with it, I can wash it off. But I'm going to move forward. We're going to add our little pink flower. Dry this off real quick. It's actually already dry. But I want to make sure it's really, really good and dry, because I am going to be layering. And then this is just a little warm yet, and it is completely dry. Everything's nice and dry. Hello, Eileen. But I just want to let that come back to room temperature real quick before I put my top layer on here of my cute little flower in pink. So let me just wait for that to cool for a second. While that is cooling, I'm going to take my flour and fuzz that up as well. And remember, a nice tip for when you are layering, Eileen, much better today. Oh my goodness, it's been a rough week for me this week at work. Really, really rough. Just had a rough time, but so much better today. Oh no, Linda, inner ear. Oh, ear infections are the worst. Ear infections and teeth pain, I think, are probably two of the worst things in life. I hope you feel better, Linda. All right, so what I was starting to say was when you are doing layering, so what I tend to do is, thanks, Lynn, I appreciate that. I don't push really that hard on the transfer. I'm lightly feeling, especially where I'm going over the top, I'm just lightly feeling to make sure I don't feel any bubbles. And then that way you don't want to accidentally peel up your bottom layer. And here's the other thing that I do. I do go a little heavy with my chalk on the top layer. I'm not as concerned with pulling off all the excess, because I don't want to put too much pressure down there, because then that is just going to reinforce the stickiness under here and pull up from the bottom. And that's what we're trying to avoid when we layer. So let's grab another squeegee. And like I said, I'm going to go a little heavy. This is our awesome bubble gum. I'm going to go a little heavy with my chalk paste, especially over the layer. And I'm not going to be as concerned with squeegeeing it off. I'm just going to kind of go nice and lightly and try to get my lines out. And let's see, hopefully this should make it so that it's not going to pull up our bottom layer. I always get concerned when I'm doing these on glass, especially where layers are concerned. Oh, hold on, hold the phone. I missed a tiny, tiny little piece up here at the top. Let me just grab that real quick. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, let's try that again. Ah, thanks, Lynn. I love this color scheme too. All right, fingers crossed. Don't pull up. I think it pulled up. Ah, it pulled up. All right, you know what? I can see it did, because as soon as I started pulling it, I could see the white in here. All right, you know what we're gonna do? I mean, it doesn't look awful, but it's gonna bother me. So I'm just gonna have my transfer over here in Wooder. I'm gonna clean it off real quick. And then I'm gonna try to lay it back down and match it back up. And let's see what we can do with that. Sorry, I'm reaching over to try to clean this, get all the pink off of here. And let me grab a towel so I can plop that on a towel real quick and dry it. And we're gonna try to put it back down again. Let's see what happens. I mean, it didn't pull too badly, but like I said, enough that it is going to bother the crap out of me, so I have to fix that. Yeah, I agree, Eileen. It can be touchy, especially I noticed on glass. It's really touchy, and I really did go, I thought, pretty light when I put my color on top. But I just, maybe it wasn't completely dry enough. Maybe I could have let it set for a little bit. Who knows? Could be any number of factors, but we're gonna give it another go. And let's see if we can get this to work. I just want to make sure that this is good and dry. My silk screen area feels nice and dry, so let's try this again. I just want to give this a quick touch of heat to make sure that I don't want to pull this pink up now by mistake. So let's give this a touch of heat. Yeah, I definitely didn't have problems layering this on a chalkboard because I know I've done that before. All right, now the tricky part is to match this back up. I think that's, oh, let me check and make sure that is dry. Sometimes I let them dry yeah, you know what, Eileen, you might be right. Letting it dry overnight just to be extra cautious might be worth it overall. Just for, if nothing else, your sanity than trying to figure out what the hay is going wrong. But, all right, I think we got this pretty lined up. Let me, oop, it just shifted a little bit. All right, down here is really all I'm concerned with. So I want to just try, I'm going to try it again. What if you layered with a different color for some big, I was thinking of that, Linda Davis Rose, and I may come and do that. The other thing is, here's another cool option that I like to do, especially with flowers, paint it. So I could take my paintbrush and do a deeper color and just come in here and paint some of the, especially the inside of the colors, inside of the petals a little darker, or even a completely different color over top. And you can use the chalk paste to paint with, which is pretty cool. So usually what I do is I just grab a little jar and I'll put some chalk paste in there and put a couple spritzes of water, stir it up, and then use my paintbrush and then just paint right in here. So I did that on, I don't think I have it handy. I don't actually know where it is, but I definitely painted on canvas one time with the with flowers. Oh, that's way too much chalk paste. I took way too much. All right, I'm going very lightly. Let's see. And I'm putting a lot. Just doing the bottom here. So let's see. Oh, I'm gonna grab that little piece too. Let's see what happens. And all this talking, I left my white paste open. I should have closed that. So let's do that now real quick before I forget any longer and that starts to really dry out. Let me get the lid on that. I'm going to take a sneak peek. Let's see what happened. Ta-da! That worked! Yay! Alright, so a little patience, a little extra step there, but it worked. So that's awesome. Let's dry that real quick. So now, here's the big 25-cent question. Do I take my chances and really be brazen and try to add some detail to the bottom of this vase? In just spots, yeah. I definitely think Linda Davis Rose, I honestly think that that would definitely work. If you got your multi-tool and used this tiny little piece and came in here with different colors, that would absolutely work. I think that that would be awesome. That's a great idea. Let me just cover up my pink real quick. I keep saying pink. It's bubblegum, but you guys know what I mean. All right, let's get my squeegee in here. And I really need to get a new chair because every time I move 1 ounce, it squeaks. All right, let's take a look. Now, do we want to add some of this to the bottom of our vase, or do we want to try this? I'm kind of thinking this one. I don't know. What do you guys think? A or B? A or B? Let me know what you think. While you're thinking, I'm going to go see if I can pull a color that's going to go good with this. So I'm thinking I want to go definitely pastel. So I wonder if I should do B. Oh, good, B. Everybody likes B. I like B too. We're going with B. B's the winner. All right, let's see what color we can do. Now I have light blue. I have aquamarine, so that's an option. Mint green, Eileen. Do I have mint green? I don't. Oh, wait. What's this one? Shoot. No, I got coastal blue and I have aquamarine. Coastal blue might look pretty. That's an option. I think all my mint green is out. I think I don't have any. Yep, I don't. All right, so these are our 2 options. So we've got, I'm kind of leaning towards coastal blue since they're my only options. I think the aquamarine is kind of close to that already. So I'm thinking maybe if we go a little lighter, let's take a look. I don't know, I'm thinking the blue. Is that going to be too like babyish because I've got pink and blue? I would go with the yellow or green you already used. Okay, all right, that works for me. I can do tie teal. I'll do the tie teal for the bottom. That'll work. Let's do that. I like that because that kind of ties it all in together. I mean, I could do the, no, I think I'm going to go with the tie teal, Linda. Good call. That is what we will do. Now, we're going to cross our fingers again because here we go with our layers. So let's see. Fuzzing this up really, really good on my pants right now. Just making sure that this is not hopefully going to pull up any of my white. And this should match right up down here to the bottom of our flower pot. Let me make sure I got that on there right. Alright, don't move on me. Perfect. Okay, again, I'm going kind of light, not feeling any bubbles in there. And I'm going to go, let me get my, well, why I have it here, I might as well use it, right? I've got my multi-tool. I'm going to give this a quick stir. And I really didn't need to do that, honestly, because I just used it. I don't know what I was thinking there. But I'll give it a stir anyway. It's already done. All right, let me get that in water. And then we're going to grab another squeegee. I want to go with a little bit bigger one here. Hopefully I'm not crooked. I can't tell. I think I'm okay. And I'm going to go a little heavy again because this is a top layer. And this, like I said, this tie teal is so, the consistency of this is perfect. It's like it's a brand new jar. So I am just going to go a little heavy and very lightly. I don't even care that I'm wasting a little bit. I'm just going to try to get some of those lines out. There we go. Very lightly. And throw that into my water. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see. Please don't stick. Please don't stick. Yeah, oh, I didn't get quite the bottom, but I still like it, and it didn't stick. Yay! That was an awesome call, Linda. I really like the tie teal on the bottom. Sorry, I just hit my head on the camera. Trying to reach my water pan. Okay, there we go. That looks awesome. Let's give that a little bit of heat. I feel like it definitely needs something. I don't know whether should I put these cute little guys here in pink, and that would really tie in off all of these colors together. I don't know. Yep, that's dry. What do we think? Should I do that up here? I could put these guys in right here in pink. What do we think? Yay, nay? Let's see what you guys think. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks, Eileen. What do we think? Should we do pink across the top with these little, I don't even know what you call these things. They're cute. They're just like little embellishments. I think maybe to jazz that up there. I'm going to go for it. Why not? And then I kind of like, oh, nay? Nay on that. Okay, Lynn. You're my resident expert. You had the awesome idea of doing the tie teal, so I'm going to listen to you. Oh, now I got a yes for pink. All right, what do we do? I need one more vote. One more vote. I need a tiebreaker. I have one yes, one no. Who's going to be the tiebreaker to say yes or no to pink little doodads over here? Anybody else willing to say? That is true, Eileen. I can always wipe it off. Let's give it a whirl. Let's see how it looks. There's one side. Let me get my pink back open again. I keep saying pink. It's bubblegum. Sorry. I have a bad habit of doing that. Get my little squeegee here because we only need this little guy just to cover these little lines here. And that was quick. Now, here, I don't know if you guys can see this. Sometimes our chalk paste, because they are organic, have little pigments that come through. And you can see on here that I've got little dashes. So what we do is we just blend it with our finger, and that takes that right out. So you won't have that little streak of the pigment come through. And that should have, yep, it did. So I don't have any pink line going in there. What if you layered that over the pot in yellow? Oh, this guy right here? Linda, that's awesome. Like right in the center of it almost, you think? All right, let me get this in here in water real quick. And we'll give that a whirl. Because I'm going to have to now clean the pink off of it. Let me do that real quick. See, Lynn, this is why your calling is to make finished pieces, because you are awesome at it. And so are you, Eileen. Guys, you ladies are really helping me out tonight, because sometimes the vision is not there. Sometimes I even struggle with the color combinations, but I like this color combination tonight. I like kind of how it's pastel-y. Hello, Sherry Swan. I can't see Sherry Swan. Linda Davis Rose can see Sherry. I can't see Sherry, but hello, Sherry. All right, let's get this one dried off. I'm just using my paper towel real quick and my fingers to hurry up the process of drying this silk screen because I'm impatient. I want to see how the yellow is going to look on here. So you're saying right here right in the center. Well, I'm going to hit the flower. So should I do it so that it's hitting the bottom? Linda, I'm referring to you. Or deferring to you, I should say. Should I do it so that it's at the very bottom and it's now 3 layers? Oh, well, hello, Sherry. Thank you for watching. All right, Lynn, waiting on you. Waiting on you, girl. What are we doing? Are we doing it from the center where it's going to hit some of the pink? Or are we taking it all the way down to the bottom? And we're going to overlay some of the white and some of the teal. Down here, Lynn, like that. Is that a yes to that one? I'll wait for it to catch up. Sometimes it's a little behind. All right, Lynn, I'm guessing that's a yes for that spot there. So we're gonna give it a whirl. Let me get my yellow back open again. My lemon. Center, but try not to hit the pink. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking too. So if I see the pink in my vision there, right on that top line, so I'm gonna take it down just a hair. We'll do it right there. Okay, let's give this a whirl. And let me see if I got another tiny squeegee. I do. Let's see, Lynn. Going very lightly. Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Maybe if I add it more. If I dried this and kind of added more around it, I could maybe get 2 more lines in. I don't know. I don't think I like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Can you see it? I don't know. All right, let me do this. Let me clean this back off again, and we're going to finish the pink up at the top while we digest and see what we think about the bottom. What do you guys think? It's hard to see. All right, hold on, Lynn. Let me hold it up so you guys can see it. I'm just got my hand in my water pan over here. Let me get that off to the side. It is kind of hard to see it. Here we go. I'm going to bring it up a little. Oh, I got a dot of water on here. Just clean that up. There we go. I'm going to hold it here for a sec so I can... Not so sure of it either. Yeah. Can you see it? Sorry, I'm holding it up. Oh, I need to come down a little. Come down a little. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to wait for it to catch up on the iPad. All right, I think I'm still up too high. Can you guys see? Sorry, I hope I'm not making you dizzy. Come on, why is this not catching up? There we go. Yeah, what do you guys think? Yay, nay? I wonder if I would be able to erase that. I'm probably going to mess everything up if I erase it. I might have to start all over again. It almost looks like it does. That's what I was thinking too. It looks like the stem of the flower. I wonder if I added more of them. Nah, just leave it and start over, you think, with the bottom? I think I am gonna, how do we feel about the top, the pink here? I think I do like that, so I think I'm gonna do the pink. That was an awesome suggestion, Lynn. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. That's the great thing, I can erase it. And this transfer is not dry. And I just put it right on top of there and made my love wet. So hold on 1 second, I'm gonna let this dry. Okay, now let's get this down here so we can finish this side off with the pink. I do like the pink over here. Thought that was cute. Let's grab our pink again and finish this side off. Yeah, and then all we need to do is just wash this off with water and do it again. So it was not a big deal. Let's get that, all that excess off there. There we go. I was hoping that my transfer wasn't still wet. Okay, perfect. All right, well that looks pretty good. I kind of like that. I wanted to leave some space in here because I didn't want to make the top of the project too busy so that you couldn't see the things that you're going to put in your shadow box behind it, right? I could certainly add another pot or some flowers down here or something else to jazz up the bottom, but I kind of like the simplicity of this, and I think that this would be an awesome homecoming, and why do I keep saying homecoming? Like a housewarming, that's the word I'm looking for. A nice housewarming gift, new baby gift. I think that these would be awesome for all of those occasions. So what I will do is I will go and, actually I'm going to show you right now. Let me show you how easy this is to erase. I'm going to grab some paper towels. I usually like to let my water sit on there for a minute or two. You can just take the bottom half off with yellow only and redo it maybe. Yeah, I was going to try that, but I think I'm going to wind up pulling the layers off. Yeah, look how hard the yellow was sticking. I don't think I would have been able to get just the yellow off. So, not a big deal. But this is how easy it is to remove and to fix anything that we want to change up. Not a big deal. So obviously where there's layers, you have to get a little bit more elbow grease in there. I'm trying not to get water on the top part here so that it doesn't reactivate my chalk up top. Probably the smart thing would have been to wet my paper towel and not spritz water right on the project, but sometimes I don't always do the smart thing. I might do a different overlay instead of the crescent on the pot. Maybe the one that looks like it rains. You like that one better, Pam? Oh, hello, Pam. I didn't even see you come in. Yeah, that might be a good one, the rain one on it. We can try that. Alright, come on, bubblegum. Let's get just a little more water. This time I am going to put it on my paper towel because I'm getting a little close up here to the top. Does it get awful dark in here? My light just went out. Ugh. Okay. There we go. Fresh new surface to restart our flower and our pot down here. There we go. Just making sure it's not smudgy. Okay. You can either just take the, okay, that was from earlier. All right, let me get my pot out of the pan. I'm gonna grab my towel so that I can set this on here to dry for just a second. So we need our pot and we need our flour. So we can clean those two off real quick. I'm not gonna bother going through the whole entire process of cleaning since I'm gonna be using it right away again. When I'm finally finished with it, then I will use the disinfectant wipe. But for right now, I just have it off to the side here on a towel. And I'm just using a paper towel just to kind of clean off some of the water and some of the chalk paste from before. Alright, so we're going to try the raindrops this time, Pam, you think? That way I don't have to clean the half moon thingy off. Alright, so I wonder, should I just do the base in a whole different color than white? Or should I do white and then do the raindrops in the pink? Let's try that. Oh, I missed some chalk down here. Get rid of that. There we go. Alright, let's, oops, get that centered. There we go. Oh, hold on, I can't read the rest of your message there, Pam. Hold on one sec. Only if you want to. Just a thought. No, I like the raindrops. Let's try a little something different this time because we tried the half moon the last time. So let's try the raindrops this time. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the white base and then we'll do some pink raindrops. I think that'd be cute. All right. See how quick it is to just, oop, I just got some on my board. Not a big deal, I can wash that off. Okay, just getting all that excess back off. There we go. Ooh, and that actually came out better the second time, so no worries there. My first time I had a little chunk missing from right here, so this pot actually came out better. Can you move? Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I slid down. You know what I did? Anytime I reach for my water, I keep hitting my my camera stand because my water's on the other side of my camera stand. Sorry about that. Okay. There we go. Now that's woo, that's hot. So we're gonna let that sit for half a sec. We will get, oh wait, we were gonna do the raindrops in Thai teal, weren't we? Because that's what we did the half moon, because we're doing our flower in pink. So let's get our, let me just check the raindrops and see if that's gonna cover. Yeah, I'm gonna do the raindrops first, I think, in the Thai teal. And then we'll put our flower on. I think that's probably the better way to go, I think. Thanks, Kathy. Okay, I just fuzzed up my raindrops. I'm gonna try to line these up. I think I want to go more towards the bottom of my flower pot. Just trying to make sure I've got all my little dots on the flower pot, and it looks like I do. The glass still feels a little warm. I'm going to give it just another minute. Let's grab our Thai teal again. And again, I'm going to go a little heavy with my top layer. Grab another squeegee. Here we go. So we're going to go a little heavy with this. I'm not going to worry about my excess too much. Just trying to get some of my lines out of there. Okay. There we go. All right, let's see. Hopefully that was dry enough. Come on. Not too bad. Not too bad. It didn't pull up too bad. I just missed a tiny little spot there and there. But I'm not going to worry about that because I think we'll see if my flower's going to cover it. That looks super cute though. I liked it either way. I like the half moon and the raindrops on it. That's really cute. And that is already dry. So we can go ahead and put our flower back on. And this will be perfect because this is just going to come right to the top of where the raindrops are. So that will be perfect. This is hot. I'm going to let this sit for a second. Thanks, Pam. I think it's adorable. That was a great idea. This transfer was just a tad wet right there. I just want to make sure that's good and dry. Waiting for my glass to come back to room temperature. It's still pretty hot, and while it's doing that, I'm going to close up my Thai teal jar and reopen my pink. And I might want to give this another quick stir just to be safe. I want this to have the nice consistency so that it goes on nice and smooth. I'm going to add just another, because my Thai teal is so nice and smooth. I just want to make sure that my pink, otherwise known as bubblegum, goes on nice and smooth as well. So let's feel that. That still feels a little hot. So I want to make sure I'm not trying to put my chalk paste on a hot surface because it's going to dry it lickety split. Okay, let's see. I think I think that should be good. Trying to find, I'm running out of my bigger size squeegees. Here we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Last step. I am putting a lot on there. Hello, Harleen. How are you? Last step, again, because I am doing the top layer, I'm going to go pretty heavy with my chalk paste. I'm hoping that this was dry enough. I might have been a little impatient. Lightly come down and get all that off. I kind of went a little thick there. Okay. Let's see. So far, so good. Awesome. It's a little light over here, and it is like a little bit spongy looking because I did go pretty thick with my paste, but it kind of adds a little texture to the flower, and I kind of like that. So let's dry this off. Get that in there. I've got tons of squeegees now in my little pan over there. I gotta clean off. And we will dry this, and we are set. I think that this would be perfect. Just like this. Great call, ladies. I thank you so much for all your inputs on tonight's project. It does. It's got like this cool little texture to it because I went kind of heavy. I like that. And we are dry. That is it. That is tonight's project. I hope you guys could see that. Just a little bit from when I washed off earlier. We'll just clean that up. Yeah, just be careful because, woo, this glass does get really hot with just that quick second of heat on it. You just have to be careful working with glass and let that cool down. But how awesome is this? You could put some cute little decorations in behind here because it is, why do I keep forgetting what these are called? Box frames. Thank you. So you could put cute little decorations in there for the new homeowner and give this as a gift. How fun is that? So I thank you everyone for all of your input tonight. This was a great team effort on our project, and I truly appreciate it. I will take a picture and post it in the comments below as a final picture. And I will also link, hello Amanda, I will also link the my online store so that you can purchase any of these transfers or these awesome chalk pastes. And if you are interested in joining my team as a designer, you can also do that. Join right on through my online store. If you have more questions about becoming a designer with Couture, I have to tell you it is an amazing direct sales company to work with. You can run your business however you see fit. You can be a hobbyist. You can do sip and chalk parties. You can do everything online if you want. You can make creations using the products and then sell them if that's what you choose, or you can do all of the above. And as a designer, you get 40% off of all of the products to use. And you also earn commissions when you start joining a team. So if you want to know more about that before just going on to my online store and joining, I would be happy. I have an opportunity page where I go over all the compensation plans and all the commissions that you receive for people purchasing from your store. That's another great benefit. You have your own online store, and when people purchase your products, you instantly receive 25% commission on that. And you don't really have to do anything. That's just people shopping on your store. So that's pretty fantastic. So I thank you for supporting me and my business, and anything that you do helps a family, which I love supporting small businesses. So I thank you for that. I thank you again for the team effort on tonight's project. And I hope you have a fantastic night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.